Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually filming one of my most requested videos, and that is my planner update. So as you probably know, for the past few years I've been using kind of similar style to Filofax. I actually started with a Filofax, then I moved on to this little beauty which is from Purkey. This is their time planner in medium. I'll link my video up here so you can check it out. So at some point I even had two planners. So this one was my personal one, and then this one, which is also from Purkey, was my blog planner when I would plan just everything from videos to blog posts. And in both those planners I was using Life is Crafted inserts, and I was loving it. They are really great inserts and I totally recommend them. And then I started working part-time as a consultant, so I added a third planner. This is just one of the most beautiful planners that I own. I also did a video on that, so I'll link up on the screen. Also, all the links will be in the description box below in case you're interested. So this is a beautiful planner from Giulio, and it's actually a very thin one. So that was my work planner. And then I switched to another Giulio planner, and this one was like the main one. I was using this one in 2015, and this one was massive, but it was good because you could actually take this part off and leave that behind. So this planner was my everyday planner for 2015 and the first part of 2016. And then I just completely stopped using a planner, which is why this video took so long to film. To be honest with you, last year was a crazy year. I got married, we bought a house, I was drowning in work. And the truth is that I stopped using my Filofax because I didn't have time to make it pretty, and then I would make appointments that my husband needed to know as well, and then I needed to schedule things with my clients. And then I also fell in love with smaller and smaller bags, and my planner didn't fit in my bags. So I did something that I never thought I would do. I relied on my iCal on my phone. I actually used Sunrise, which was an amazing app, a calendar app, but they stopped updating it, so I moved back into iCloud. And this is just the best thing that ever happened to me because I have separate calendars for everything. So I have one with my husband, I have a personal one, I have one for my blog, I have one with meetings and events, I have a to-do, I have a travel calendar, I have a birthday calendar, and everything syncs between my laptop, my desktop computer, my phone, my iPad, and it was just so convenient. And I can do a video about that in case you're interested, because I use color coding and I use external apps that I link within my calendar. But this year I did something that I've been wanting to do for years, and I finally started a bullet journal. Now, I got this journal way back in, let me tell you, 2015, and I actually started to do a bullet journal in 2015, but I didn't want to use it as a bullet journal. I just used my Filofax to do all my appointments, and I don't know, I at some point I was using both, and really I never used the bullet journal. And then I started to look into it more at the end of last year, and I decided that 2017 was gonna be the year of the bullet journal for me. So I went back into this little notebook, which is a Leuchtturm 1917. I swear no one knows how to pronounce that brand. And I made a slight error when I got it, which is that I got it with lines instead of dots, because I thought that I would use 1 page per day, which is just totally crazy because although I'm busy, I don't have enough to fill a daily page each day. So this year I moved into this new planner / bullet journal. So here we are, I'm just updating you. So I hope that you're not disappointed that I'm not using a Filofax anymore. I still love Filofax style planners. I still keep all of mine, and I totally plan to go back to that at some point in my life. But for the most part, this bullet journal has changed my life. For 2017, I really want to focus more on personal growth, and I want to read more and stuff like that. And the bullet journal is a great tracker for all of that, and I'm gonna show you a flip through just in a couple of minutes, but I hope that you'll enjoy it. And the great thing about the bullet journal is that I'm such a perfectionist that in my Firefox I always wanted everything to be pretty and to be really well organized. And you have memories of like my previous planner setup videos. I used to be obsessed with this planner, and when I started to bullet journal, I decided, you know what, this is not going to be perfect by any means. I'm gonna have scratches, I'm gonna make errors, I'm gonna make ugly titles, and I did. And when I look back at those pages, I just want to start everything all over again. But it's actually a great exercise for me because it helps me to learn that not everything has to be perfect all the time, and that's okay. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you everything that I have in my bullet journal. So here we go. Here is my bullet journal for 2017. I'm gonna make this quick, hopefully. So the notebook, as I said, is from Leuchtturm 1917. I got it ages ago, way back in 2015, when I first thought about starting a bullet journal. I got this color, which I absolutely love. But one of the mistakes that I did was that I got one with lines inside, and if I were to pick it up again, I would go for one with dots because that seems a lot easier to try. And the fact is that those notebooks are great if you want to do a bullet journal because they have numbered pages, so you can see it's very easy. They have an index. They have this little pocket at the back if you want to keep extra things like receipts or notes or stuff like that. So you will see that I will block out quite a few information just because I put my life into this bullet journal, and some things are private and some things have to do with my business, so I can't really show you everything. So let's start with the index page. This is great, and it's one of the key points of the bullet journal is that you have an index, so no matter what you're looking for, you can just come back to that and find the page that you did that spread on. And then over here I have this little Project Life card, which is actually a flip out, and this has my key. And the reason that I do that is because whenever I'm working in my bullet journal, I can just have it on the side as well. So this is very helpful. So I have my index, and you'll see that the first few pages I actually labeled all pages, because when I first got this bullet journal, I started to use it and then I completely stopped, and I did a million things and never stick to it. So those are old pages. But then I guess I should start showing you. I have my yearly log. So this is basically all of the months on 2 pages. So I just did a little calendar over here with all the days and the dates, and then I have all the things that are going out during the month, and then I use a different color for the birthdays. And I just love it. It's very simple. As I told you, this is not about to be perfect or to be really pretty or to be anything like that. This is just as simple as it gets. So I have all of that. And then I have this page, which is just so ugly. I can't believe it. These are all my goals for 2017. But I actually did a blog post about it on my blog, so I'll link that on the screen if you want to have a look. But this page is so ugly. Let's turn that. Another great thing about the bullet journal is that you can basically make lists or logs about just anything that you want to keep track of in your life. So I did one with books, and I used the Purkey stamp set to do the titles, and that's something that I usually use in my project life, but I thought it would look great in the bullet journal as well. And in here I just keep track of all the books that I'm reading this year with the number, title, author, date I started it, and date I finished it. I did something in the same vein with movies, except that these are movies that I want to watch, and whenever I hear someone talking about movie that sounds great, I just add it to the list. And those are all the movies that I really want to watch this year, although I already watched The Girl on the Train, so I can cross that off. Then I have a page with my 2017 collaborations, and for obvious reasons I'm blocking that out, but I basically write down the date, the collaboration, the brand I'm working with, and all that kind of information. And then I have a wish list, which is completely empty at the moment, but I plan on filling that with just things that I would like to have for the house or for work or clothes or beauty products, so that anytime someone asks me what I would like for Christmas or my birthday, I can go back to this page and have some inspiration, which is clearly not the case at the moment. And then I have a page with quotes, and I plan to fill that with beautiful quotes from books or from the internet or anywhere that I find inspiration. I'm actually going to work on that this month because this is blank and it shouldn't be. I have a couple of blank pages in case I want to start something new. And then I have my monthly log for January on 2 pages. Basically what I do here is that I write down all the days, all the things that I have to do on those special days. And then I have my January focus, which is just goals for the month divided by section. And you will see that I use a bit of washi tape on the side. It's actually because I use this system to color code my pages from the side so that I can easily see what has to do with my blog or with wiki spreads. So you can see that this color is monthly log, pink is blog, and the blue one are my wiki spreads. And this really helps me if I want to quickly find something. I can look on the side and don't always go back to the index. And then I have my January tracker, which absolutely didn't work for me because I didn't have any space to put down all the days, so I just stopped using it and it was just messy and I didn't like it, so I actually upgraded it for this month. And then I started with my wiki spreads, and that was what I was doing at first, but I didn't like it. It felt a bit empty and I couldn't see everything that I wanted to at once. So I decided to change and I did this kind of spreads, and I still use these. So basically, I have 7 boxes for all the days of the week with the day and the date, and then I write down everything that I need to do or any appointment or event that I have on that day, and then I added a few boxes down the bottom. So for example, that week we went to Paris for the weekend, so I did a very quick checklist for Paris. I do a next week kind of to do and to think about, and then I do a to do for the list, and then I can put every single thing on that list onto the days that it needs to be done. Otherwise, I have some pages with blog stuff, like when I'm filming a video, I made a list of all the things I'm talking about. And then I made a January content calendar and an invoice to do pages, and that was great. What I do for my January content basically is that I put down the day, the title of the post or the video that I posted, and then I have these little check boxes. And the first one is for filmed or photos, then edit, text, links, and schedule. And this is great to keep up to date with my content. Invoices to do, again, this is blocked for obvious reasons. And then those are all pages for my blog, so I'm gonna switch. And then I did this page at the end of January with all my ideas and the pages that I wanted to do in my bullet journals for February. So this is what February looks like, and I'm getting more and more confident with this bullet journal, and I'm really loving it. But again, this is something that is not meant to be perfect or to be super cute. It's just it's just a great tool for me on my daily life. So I have my monthly log for February, sorry, and then my focus, which are my goals, and again divided by section. And then I did this tracker. Let me just flip those back inside. I did 2 trackers this month. The first one is the usual tracker with all the good habits that I want to implement, like the Miracle Morning that I recently read. I want to keep track of how many times I post on Facebook, on Instagram. I want to go to bed with a clean kitchen. I just want to track all of that on that page. And I actually just used an old Moleskine notebook and trimmed the paper and stuck it in there so that I can have squares to work with. I really want to get a new bullet journal with the dots, but that will have to wait because it's pretty empty at the moment. And then I started doing this mood tracker that I need to focus on. I saw that on Pinterest and I thought it was great because I'm currently reading the book The Secret, and basically the idea is all about the law of attraction and how what you're feeling are actually a result of your thoughts. So I thought this would be a great way to keep track of the good and the bad. And my plan for this page is basically to fill the squares with either green or red, depending on how I'm doing. And then moving on, we have a spread that I did about the Miracle Morning. I just finished the book, and this page that part is just so ugly. I really need to improve on my writing and following a straight line, but basically I want to do that more with the books that I'm reading, just to summarize everything that I've learned in the book. I've added some quotes that I really liked from the book. And then this has to do with my blog, so all my content for the month and then some content ideas. And then on the next page, I just have invoices to do. And then I have my workout schedule, which is something totally new for me, but I really want to get into a set schedule for this month to help me go back on track. And then something new is my gratitude log. A lot of blogs and books talk about the benefit of doing a gratitude log daily, so I did this page. Again, this is something that I copied out of Pinterest, but I really love it. Basically, I have 2 lines for each day to write 2 things that I'm grateful about. And then we move on to the weekly spreads, and I decided to make all my weekly spreads one next to the other so that it will be easier, I think, so that I won't have notes in between. So a lot of new things. I am still pretty much on the same format, so I still have 1 box for each day, I have a box for next week, and then I have a general to-do for the week. But as you can see, I did a little color coding system because I added a timeline, and this is something that I think is very interesting because you can basically color in the time of the day that you spent doing a certain thing. So I have work, hobbies. Hobbies is just anything. Could be watching TV, reading a book, spending time with my husband or with my girlfriends and stuff like that. Eat, workout, event that has to do that has nothing to do with work, so if I'm going out for a drink or something like that, and then sleep, and then I just report all of that at the top over here. We'll see how that goes. I also highlighted the event on the day just because I think it's a little bit easier to see, and then I just have my to-do for the days, and I already pre-made the ones for the month, but I haven't added the little boxes on the bottom just in case I want to add something more or change things up. And then that's pretty much it. No, it's not. I did this page yesterday. This is to keep track of the TV shows that I'm watching. So I'm currently watching The Good Wife, and this is a great way to keep track with the episodes that I've been watching. And then this is just a page that I did about a video that I'm going to post about my favorite style, beauty and lifestyle books. So this is pretty much everything. I've shown you that, and yeah, that's my bullet journal for 2017. I'm gonna do an updated one further than the year when this fills up. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm really happy with it so far. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that it was up to what you wanted to see. If you have any questions or any video requests that have to do with either planning or bullet journal, or maybe you want to know what tools I use in my bullet journal or stuff like that, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to do it. And again, if you want to see, I have a full board on Pinterest dedicated to Filofax and then another one dedicated to bullet journal. So all the links will be in the description box down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. It was great having you back here. Take care everyone, bye!